let's do a get ready with me this morning. And let's see where we get started. Okay, we'll start again. Let's see if this little guy can put out enough again for this week. I hope everybody's having a good week. If you follow me on Facebook, you know kind of how my week's been going with allergy test and all that good stuff. I'm trying a new way on filming this, so I hope it works. I have found with the Dr. Brandt, since it is a pores thing, and I'm having trouble with dry skin, I think it's because all the Benadryl I have to take, that I pulled out my little Smash box. I had to pull it out, put it in there. This is like just a regular silicone primer. And I just use it around the outside of my face, just to help the makeup more or less go on smoother. Not so much to do anything besides that. So that was an addition to my basket from last week. And hey, I got a little hair blowing here, but it's better than all the hair being in my face. Okay, so today we are going to use my MAC. I love this stuff. And I got my beauty blender dampened and ready. Now I think everybody has different ways that they love to put on their makeup. And I don't think, with makeup, I don't think there is any rules where you have to like this way, you have to want to do it this way. I think it's just whatever suits you, because everybody's different, everybody's unique. I mean, some people just love putting their makeup on with foundation brushes. Some like to put it on with their hands. Some like putting it on, like me, with the beauty blender. And I don't think there is no wrong way. I'm trying to just make sure I get all this good and blended in. Now for my concealer. I did end up last week, as you've seen, use up my Maybelline. So I'm going to go ahead and use my MAC today. I just put it on the back of my hand. Usually just a squirt of work. I almost rhyme. And then I just kind of put it on my eyes, run it down. I hope this way of filming works out better for everybody. Like I said, I don't have as much control on turning. I need just a little bit more. I don't have as much control on stopping it and going as I did the other way, because I got it kind of turned around. But hey, you never know till you try something new. And I figured the parts that would bore you, I'll edit out. Got my concealer on. Now to get my Tarte, the smooth operator, to set my concealer. Just put it in there, and I want to get all the excess off. As you know, my fan's going over here. And I just put it in and make sure I rub it in really good. So now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm going to use my Maybelline definer and my Anastasia. I usually always use my definer, the darker one, on the outer corner. And one of the tips that I had was given or watched on YouTube was to always have a mirror kind of far away, so you can kind of see what it looks like far away too. So I have one of those stand-up little mirrors from Walmart. I can also look at to make sure I get them kind of even. Okay, and then after I get finished with that one, I go in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz in taupe. And I start down here where I want my brow to start. And just draw a line up. And then I just start with little strokes. Filling it in. The spoolie on the other end, I use it. I make sure that I get it all smoothed in. And I got my eyebrows done, so now I'm going to do my eyeshadow. First of all, I gotta do my, I'm going to use my MAC base again. That's what I had in my basket. This is the basket for last week. Remember, as you said, I go from Tuesday to Tuesday, so tomorrow will be my first day with using the new basket, my new basket that I will film and show you what I will have on in for next week. I'm just going to put that base on there. And this is more or less what I use for a primer that also, you know, helps cover up, you know, the little blue veins we get as we get older. And I always put it underneath my eye too. Go in with my cream brulee. Oh, here's my brush right here. With this little, with this, just this, I think I got this brush here at TJ Maxx for like $1 and something, and I love it to put on this this powder to set that base. Because it helps your makeup, your eyeshadows blend so much better. And plus helps keep your eyeshadow on to me. Okay, so we got that done. So the makeup palette I had last week was the Diva Makeup Queen palette, and I am going, since I'm wearing blue, we're going to do a blue eye today. We're going to tint it together. So first of all, I am going to get me this brush. This is just a Coastal Scents brush. I like to use it to do the transition color. And we are going to, I'm going to start off with this color right here. And then start doing my transition color, like, you know, like I do every week. And if I grunt, I'm sorry. I try to catch myself not to grunt, but sometimes I do, and I'm not for sure unless it's just these allergies make me do it or what. And y'all gonna have to be the one to tell me which way y'all liked, which way was better that y'all liked me with the camera. This way or the way I had it last week where I was looking this way at you. So I'm trying to do it this way so I can look more right at you. Okay, so that's got that done. And so since I'm doing a blue today, I'm going to use this Color Tattoo in Cool Crush, since it's one of those colors that kind of can change along with it. I found last week I like using my my finger to put a lot of these on. And you never know until you try which way is going to be best. Because I have found every one of them to be a little bit different. And like I said, these are not really going to be showing anyway. This is more or less just to make your colors that you're going to put on your lips be a little bit more intense. NYX Milk. Get it rubbed in. Okay. Now we're going to go in with the colors. I'm going to start off with using the blue. I'm going to get just my little makeup brush and going in. I found these were really pigmented, so we're probably not going to need a whole lot. Oh yeah, it's pigmented. And I'm just patting it on just the mobile all the way to the end of my brow. I want to make sure it goes. And then I'm going to put my brush kind of like that, so I can make sure I get it good on the lash line. And then I'm going to do my other eye. Okay, so that's got the blue on there. I'm going to use this other, and I'm going to go in with this white pearlescent for the inside of my eye. This not only will help me make my inner eye look, my eyes look wider, open, but it helps me get that blue color blended in a little bit. Now I'm going to use this Makeup Geek. It's a little bigger crease brush, and I'm going to go into a little darker color. This one right here. And we're going to put that in there. I'm just kind of patting it all the way in, just hitting it in the pan just one time. I also like to put it right there and just kind of do the little circle of motions to get it in there. And then open my eyes to make sure I'm getting it up there, and then coming from this way, and then just kind of rubbing it in. This kind of will make the blue not have sharp edges too. And at the end, I always go back in and touch up the blue anyway. So now we're going to go in with a little smaller. This is also a Makeup Geek brush, a little smaller crease brush. And I'm going to go on to the darker color, which is right here. And this will help really deepen up the outer V. And I'm more or less using that right on the outside. I don't add any more color, and I go ahead and push into my socket and bring it kind of in. But I'm not putting more product in to make it. Okay, I'm going to use just a plain brush. No makeup on it or anything, just to kind of make sure all that's blended in. Okay, and I want to go back in and just touch that blue up to make sure that we get that right in the center of the eyelid, that we can get that, have that blue popping. My white, Wet n Wild, it is Sugar, and I'm going to use it just to go underneath my brow. It kind of defines, and make sure you rub it in good. Well, not rub it in good, but make sure it kind of blends good. Okay, and now I'm going to do the underneath the eye. I'm going to use this kind of slanted brush. I'm going to first go into the darker color. Just for half the eye. And then I always like to bring it up just a little bit, connect it there. Okay, and now I take this little Sonia Kashuk, just a little bitty brush, and I just go underneath my eye. that. And I think with this kind of eye, you almost have to do an upper eyeliner. So I'm going to use my Stila eyeliner pencil. And I'm going to prop my elbow on my desk, and here we go. Okay, I'm not even going to attempt a wing today since this is the first time I even put the eyeliner on in here. And then I'm going to find my Urban Decay 24/7 and 0. And I'm going to do my upper waterline and my tight line on the bottom. And if that freaks you out, I'm sorry. And then I also come down on the bottom one. Kind of pull down just a little bit. Just to give a little definition. The rest of my face on before I put my mascara. And that would be my MAC. What I had in my basket. My MAC Pro Finish in medium. And I use my MAC 150 brush. I'm going to go ahead and my lip balm that I, again, forgot to put on earlier. Okay, we had to put my powder on. So now I'm going to put my bronzer on, which is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate. I'm just going to put my brush in there. And just run it around the top. Okay, and this week I put the MAC blush palette in, and I am going to go with, today I'm just going to go with this lighter pink color, and believe me, it doesn't take much of this. And I'm just going to dip it in, kind of pat it on, all kind of up in like a, kind of like a, almost a C. And then just kind of start patting harder. And maybe doing a little round circle to blend it in. Okay, and as y'all know, I'm a double blusher. So this week I had pulled out my Maybelline Highlighting Pink Rose. And I double blush like this, whether I use a powder blush or another one. I just always have. Well, not always, but for quite a long while. I am a blush girl. I think it adds more dimension to my face. My daughter, she's the opposite. She doesn't like blush. And then now my mascara. There's the Last Sensation from Maybelline. And I start with that end and just and now with the swooping in. Okay, one more coat. It's probably getting time for me to replace this one. Okay, that's my mascara done. Now my lips, I'm going to go simple. I'm just going to use this Milani lip gloss that I got from Dollar Tree. I am loving this lip gloss. Now, I got this the same time in this kind of container. This is okay, but this kind of container, this kind of brush, it's just called lip gloss. This other one is called Liquid Color Intense. Just the lip gloss, I love it. It smells so good. And tastes good too. I don't know if it's because of the Benadryl. I haven't so much Benadryl been taken, but the corners of my mouth is really cracking. And I've been using coconut oil, but the last 2 nights I slacked, and I can tell I slacked. Okay, so now I'm going to set my makeup with my MAC Plus. Well, really not set, like I said, just kind of calm down in kind of powder. And I'm going to use my Urban Decay. I put my hand up there because the fan was blowing it away. Okay, so that's the finished look. I hope y'all like it. Of course, I gotta go do something with his hair, but that's the makeup part.